Okay, I kind of want to do this one just because it seems silly. Heels versus Babyface, who's another one of these, the quartering-esque culture warriors that hates SJWs and says things like, get woke, go broke. I guess there's a new Superman animated series coming out on HBO Max or something, and this guy has strong opinions on it, considering one image has been released of the show, and he knows everything he needs to about this show from this one image, so let's take a look.
Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. It's just one image, but it already sinks the heart. It's just one image, but it already says so much. It's just one image, and I just don't want anything to do with it already. Anyway, let's...
This is a cartoon about Superman, a children's character primarily. Again, I understand that there are adult Superman comics and a ton of them, and there's very mature Superman material out there, but come on. Okay, it's a Superman cartoon. The age range that they're shooting for this tops is like 14, and then if you're an adult who enjoys it, you can enjoy it too. But, you know, I would imagine this is shooting for that, like, 10 to 15 demographic, if I had to guess. And this adult man is exasperated that one image released from this show is not fitting to his taste. It's honestly wild. Tucker White says, I'm so grateful that I grew up in a part of Tennessee that didn't teach this lost cause garbage. I couldn't imagine being someone who actually believed that, like some peoples I've encountered on Twitter. Yeah, people are ridiculous about the Civil War stuff. Bardlock Moses says, Daughters of the Confederacy proves that winners don't always write history. And then One Speedy Yoshi says, I've got to find some quartering type people raging about Steven Universe. First gay wedding in a cartoon, baby. I guess I have to watch that. I haven't seen Steven Universe very much. Oh, I missed Tucker White Bit's message. Hold on, let me go back. Dave Daubenmeyer just say he got blown at Bob's this last weekend. I thought I already said that one. Was it a different one? I thought I got that. Pretty sure I got that. Is that the creator of She-Ra working on this? The art style looks similar. Could be. And Morok says, Jimmy is black? Hell yeah. Oh, I guess that is Jimmy Olsen.
Let's get into it. This is coming from Polygonsies. A new Superman animated series is on the way from HBO Max and Cartoon Network.
I'm actually kind of excited. I mean, I like the animated DC stuff quite a bit. I'm not a big fan of the live action for the most part. I enjoy Joker and Shazam, and I'm sure there'll be other stuff. The Suicide Squad, James Gunn thing's probably going to be alright. But, like, I really like the Harley Quinn show. The other animated movies have been fine. This show will probably be entertaining. Princess Amelia says, you know what I do when I think a new series isn't to my taste? I don't watch it. Simple. Right? You don't make long videos about it? Crazy.
The series is all about the young adult lives of Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Oh, the young adult lives. They're in their 20s, but no doubt they'll act as if they're in 5. Let's just have a look at this one still that we've been given.
Cartoon characters acting silly? Not on my watch. I'm a 40-year-old man. I know what cartoons should be.
One still that says so much. First of all, we have a tokenized and feminized. Just look at that soy.
Wait, is this guy's first complaint is he thought Jimmy Olsen was a badass alpha male previously, and he thinks he's been soyified? Because historically, Jimmy Olsen has been such a macho man's man, you know? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this alpha. Look at this goddamn Sigma male, okay? Look at this. Look at this beefy, hunky man's man. If you look at this guy and you don't think peak masculinity, if you look at this guy and you don't think, oh my god, there isn't an ounce of the effeminate abound. Look, okay, this bit's gone on long enough. The point I'm trying to make is Jimmy Olsen, you know, he's a foil for Clark in a lot of ways. He's a happy-go-lucky young reporter who's just happy to be there and take pictures. And that's great, that's fine. Jimmy Olsen's never been the manliest manly man, and that's fine. That's not untrue to the character. Who cares? In fact, interestingly, in Supergirl, they sort of did the opposite. Which Heels versus Babyface, I don't think liked Supergirl. And I think, I didn't really watch Supergirl, but in order to sort of do the opposite, and I think maybe make Jimmy Olsen a potential love interest? I don't know, though. They actually did make him a little more adult manly. Jimmy Olsen's always been a bit juvenile because he's supposed to be sort of a stand-in as like a younger person who looks up to Superman, but in Supergirl, he's, you know, he's like he looks more like a dude. Does that make sense? I don't know. So I find that a little funny. That they actually have changed Jimmy Olsen in the past, but it's been the opposite direction. One Speedy Yoshi says, this looks like fun. I would have liked if they made the Superman family show. It would have had John Kent. He's never been in any cartoon, but Damian Wayne has been in a bunch. The current Superman and Lois show is like the family Superman show. It's live action. It's pretty good. I've enjoyed it so far. Tucker White says, let me guess, his argument will be Jimmy's black now, Lois is feminazi, something Marxist bottom text. Probably. Devious Chilster says, why is Luz and Gus from the Owl House hanging out with Superman? I don't get that, sorry. Mike Mack says, Legion of Superheroes cartoon had a nerdy thin Superman for the first season, and it was fine. Man, these anti-cancel culture people want to cancel everything.
Face Jimmy Olsen. But as Jimmy Olsen was black in Supergirl on the CW, yes, he was. A show that was renowned for its intersectional feminism, hatred.
Dude, why does the race of... Why does Jimmy Olsen being a non-white person affect the story negatively? That's something I never get from these people. Why does it matter to you? Why?
Of straight white males, tokenization, and virtue signaling. So we've got a tokenized, feminized...
I'm not getting where he thinks... Again, we're talking about a single image, and he's like, feminized. They've been force-feminized.
Jimmy Olsen. Just the way they like tokenized characters to be. Nice and submissive. Submissive like a... something else?
What?
Oh. They sure as hell like them that way, though. Then we have...
I genuinely don't know what he's alluding to there, but I feel like it's probably something fucked up. Tucker White says, but Hannah, if black people aren't dressed in a butler suit and serving their rich masters mint juleps, then freedom dies. I guess so.
I think this is meant to be Lois Lane, but there isn't a single solitary thing here that reminds me of Lois Lane. The red hair.
She is not currently being captured by Lex Luthor. How is this even Lois Lane?
Is gone. We now have
red hair. What? Lois Lane. Let's look at various iterations of Lois Lane, shall we? Is he thinking of literally just the one red-haired Lois Lane from the Zack Snyder movies? Because that's not typical. Lois Lane has historically, and again, I don't think any of this matters, if she was red-headed or blonde or whatever, I don't think it cares. I don't think it matters. Her hair color is not, like, important to the character. But historically, Lois Lane has usually been a brunette, right? Or had, like, black hair. Why is he harping on the idea of her being... What? I'm just so confused.
Have Selena Kyle, short black hair.
Tucker White says, don't worry, this Lois is probably just 10 minutes from being captured.
That's Batman. You got the wrong show.
Only Selena Kyle is allowed to have short hair. No other lady character can have short hair. That's literally only Catwoman's thing. Toeing24 says, outside of DCEU, she's been black-haired. She's a clown. He's a clown who's never read a comic.
You got the wrong show. She has been completely defeminized.
It was all sucked out by Jimmy Olsen, I guess. Jimmy Olsen absorbed her femininity. Maybe Clark and him will get together. That'd be nice. Mike Mask says, it's kind of like this cartoon is its own story from the comic. What do we call that? Oh yes, a multiverse. Do I think if Lois and Clark was released today, these people would be freaked out? Probably. There is a Clark Kent and Lois Lane show out right now. Superman and Lois. It's pretty good. Devious Chilter says, I legit don't get it, though. Lois is definitely the kind of woman who'd get a pixie cut because she believes long hair or something gets in the way of the perfect shot. Also, she looks cute as hell. WTF is this guy talking about? I agree. I think this image is actually a pretty good cartoon, like, first impression of these characters. You have Jimmy Olsen in the background, who's just happy to be here with his friends, taking pictures. You have Clark Kent, and let me be clear, I'm talking about Clark Kent, not Superman. I know they're the same person, but he's in Clark Kent mode here. Clark Kent, who's along writing a story with Lois. Lois being just intensely excited about the scoop that they're in on. Like, Clark, we're here, and we're gonna investigate LexCorp, and we're gonna get to the bottom of the story. And she's very excited for the story, but he, being in Clark Kent mode, has to be kind of, like, timid, and not Superman, super confident. Like, this, I get it. They are illustrating all the characters right now, both literally and figuratively, and I think this all makes sense for the characters. I don't understand looking at this and not understanding what they're doing, if you know anything about the characters. Mike Mack says, remember when Superman defended illegal immigrants and fought the KKK? What a hero. Chuds. He no hero. He a communist. Tucker White says, I don't see what's wrong with Lois here. I'm more into tomboyish gals anyway. And Doodleburb says, right, I love how you can clearly see their personalities here. It's captured perfectly. I agree.
Don't get excited, boys. Nothing to get excited about. This one has been based off a fucking ironing board. Straight up and down and flat as a pancake.
Why no Lois Lane have big double E titties?
Ironing board Lois Lane. She looks also like she's got cat eyes. Are you sure you're not drawing Selena Kyle here, folks?
Tucker White says, also, I can't think of another time I'll get to link this, so...
Nice S.
But she's got that.
Nick says, small bobs are valid. Bobs of all size are valid. That XY girl says, super chat for the itty bitty titty committee. Thank you.
Crazy, I'm a fucking psycho bitch look on her face. Oh my god, LOL.
Oh my goodness. What do you think goes wrong in these people's lives where this is what happens, and this is their reaction to things? Well, let me be clear. I'm not telling this guy he has to like new Superman cartoons. He's in his 40s. I don't, like, not that there's any, and let me be clear, too. There's nothing wrong with liking cartoons or stuff made for families or children above 40 or 30 or whatever age you are. I'm not. It's just so funny to me that, like, after a certain age, I feel like your priorities and your view of the world, and I think I'm already to this age, and I'm not even 30 yet, where I'm like, look, I can enjoy and have these fun discussions with friends or whoever about media we enjoy. I can say why I don't like a thing, whatever. But, like, this is a completely different level. This guy has got to be in his 40s, and he's this... I don't even want to use the word triggered, but I don't know what else to say. Look at how triggered he is over a single image of a cartoon show he's never even seen, made for children and adolescents. about a character written in the 1930s. Like, it's just... I don't understand, and I understand that he's doing it because he makes money doing it, because there are a lot of other people like this who are weird misanthropes obsessed with this perceived culture war, and this is what they do. They just work themselves up into anger about every little thing. But isn't that exhausting? Isn't that so tiring, just every day looking for some new banal thing to get mad about? Whatever. Logarth says, I mean, Lois is so iconic, even in parody superhero stuff, the reporter has short, dark hair. Look at Megamind Lady Reporter. Yeah. Mike Mack says, Lois was always a wild card. Yeah, she'd sneak places after Clark or Superman had told her not to. And then Superman goes and rescues her. He's never seen a woman excited before. That explains a lot. Tucker White says, the only complaint I have, and it's just a nitpick, is that Lois here looks a little bit too much like Catra. Could be some of the same character design people. Magic Lad TY says, Lois is just as skinny, if not skinnier, than Jimmy, and has about the same hair length as each other, so how is he feminized, but she's been defeminized? Because one has da pee-pee, and one has da no pee-pee. Morok says, my significant other who is a female at birth and not on hormones or had surgery is flat and has a pixie cut. They do exist. Vault 319 says, Superman is totally a bottom.
I got Clark. This is how it's gonna do's it. We're gonna goes and do's the thing. Lois.
You're literally describing how a lot of conversations go between Clark and Lois. Yeah. Yep. Do you know about the characters? Clark, we gotta go investigate the thing. Oh, but Lois, that's dangerous. Do you really think... Lois sneaks away to do the investigation. Superman shows up. Repeat for 80 years. 90 years at this point, almost. Tucker White says, so Lois is a 2-pack-a-day chain smoker? I guess so.
So, of course, Lois is the dominant figure in this imagery. Clark is the fucking, is the just absolute dork. His glasses are getting...
Bitch! He's Clark Kent! He's Clark motherfucking Kent! You're complaining that Clark Kent is a nerd? Ah! That's his character! Nick says, get a dominatrix. Heal, babe. You'll be less angry. It would be like if there, like, imagine there was an image of a Batman animated series coming out, and it was a picture of Bruce Wayne in a nice business suit, doing business with someone, and Heels was like, oh, so this is Batman, huh? Just doing business deals in the daytime? I thought Batman beat up criminals at night. What a terrible adaptation. Like, do you know anything about anything? What? Mike Mack says, Clark was literally meant to be a disguise for Superman. That's why he's a nerdy character and even slouches and other short hair Lois. Is this one from... Oh, this is from Gods and Monsters, I think, isn't it? Which was a pretty good animated, like, what-if story. In the show from the 50s, he's literally described...
pushed above him. Oh my god, a woman touched me. I'm blushing.
That's very in line with Clark Kent's character. He's a country boy, born and raised in Smallville. He's a himbo. Yeah. if you want to use sort of modern language to describe it. He loves Lois Lane, and he's very... How do I put this? I don't even know if I want to use the word conservative because it has such negative connotations nowadays, but, like, he is very conservative in the sense that, like, he was born, he dated, I think, Lana Lang, but he's very old-fashioned and reserved. Yeah, he's shy. He wants to court a woman and be, like, a gentleman and shit, because he was born in this small town with these old-fashioned parents. Like, yeah, this would probably make him blush a little bit, because he's into Lois Lane. That's, like, a primary characteristic of the character. Like, even if you didn't read the comics, go watch, the Superman movie from the 70s, the first one. This dynamic is there, too.
A woman brushed up against me. I mean, I think she did. I mean, all I could feel was a fucking sternum!
Raised, not born. You're right, I'm sorry. He crash-landed.
From her ironing board figure. Oh, Clarky, don't be like that. I'm Jimmy Olsen.
Mike Mack says this picture shows Clark being surprised, if anything, but I guess being surprised is not manly. And Woohoo Lulu, thanks for subscribing for 12 months. Happy anniversary.
Watch it, Lois. You're making my pencil slip. Oh, no. Oh, I just have this horrible feeling that Lois goes by the pronouns of they, them.
It's the one joke.
Let's have a read. See what they say about this. My Adventures with Superman. Well, that says it all, really. My Adventures with Superman. Whose adventures? Lois's adventures, by any chance?
Possibly. She might be the POV character. They've done comic books like that before. They've done Lois Lane comics before, where the stories are sort of told from her perspective. I don't see an issue with that.
Probably. Well, I bet Jimmy's also gay.
Would it matter if he was? If they have a story to tell, or stories to tell with that being a thing, would it matter? Pyromancer says, or, the my can be the audience. The my can be the audience. I assume that's a typo.
Yeah. Probably. My Adventures with Superman is a new...
Oh, the my could be the audience. I get what you're saying. I apologize. Took me a second.
...animated series that will follow the lives of a young Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Warner Media announced on Wednesdays. What they fucking do. In the new show, Clark and Lois are both 20-somethings acting like 12-year-olds. Okay.
Back in my day, when we turned 20, no one ever had fun. We said, all right, you turned 20 today. No more fun or interactions with your friends. You are now an adult, and adults don't interact with fun in any way.
Both 20-somethings trying to make their way in Metropolis.
Yeah, that sounds sort of similar to the Lois and Clark show in the 90s.
Settling into their new jobs at the Daily Planet, where they meet their bestest frenzies in the whole world. These Jimmy Olsen. Oh my god, you two are just like the best. I totally like ship you.
He's legitimately like the most embarrassing. This guy makes the quartering look halfway legitimate.
And slowly grow their romance. What, with Jimmy Olsen? Is it going to be a polygamous, polyamorous relationship? Knowing these fucking probably.
The whole video is just like, alright, here's the thing that's happening in the media. How can I use this to shit talk things I don't like? Gay people, people who aren't traditionally masculine, women who don't have double D titties, gay people, trans people, non-binary people. It's just like he's going down a checklist of everything in person in society he doesn't like and just using this as a framework to shit on them. It's a cartoon. Mike Max says, I'm surprised Power Rangers is being attacked for being a diverse show for more than 2 decades. Is it? Isn't. Gotcha. Pyromancer says, when 80% of the stuff you say is in a silly voice, it doesn't help. I know, right?
Probably.
Morok says, as a poly lady, yes, please give me poly Superman. It's still illegal for me to marry my partners.
Of course, My Adventures with Superman will also focus on Clark. That's very generous of you. As he learns to live with his secret identity as Superman and how to be the hero of Metropolis by listening to Ironing Board Lois Kyle, sister of Selena, by the looks of it. This is the first animated Superman series in many years, and we want to tell our Superman story through the...
Again, he's just, like, making up shit to be mad about now by imagining this person having this weird voice and saying things like my truth, which isn't in the press release. He's, like, projecting his straw man visage of people he doesn't like onto this project to, like, manufacture outrage? It's very strange.
Trio of Clark, Lois, and Gemma, whose relationship dynamic will allow for rich, serialized, and engaging stories as we explore their lives as individuals and their journey as frenzies, said Sam Register, president of Warner Brothers Animation and Cartoon Network Studios, on the show's announcement.
Watch, this will turn out to be like an amazing Superman show, and he's gonna still have to find ways to hate on it because he made an ass of himself here. Next says, he probably doesn't have the concept of object permanence to understand that all the diverse people are the Power Rangers. The helmets do make it complicated.
My Adventures with Superman will star The Boys' Jack Quaid as Superman.
Jack Quaid. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Sure. I can see that.
And
I'm curious what the voice will sound like. Tucker White says, how much do you want to bet this guy fits the alpha male build he projects? And then Nick says, his stereotypically gay lisp makes me want to... This is a TOS violation.
Alice Lee from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist as Lois Lane. The series is executive produced by Sam Register. Teen Titans Go. Jake Wyatt, Invader Zim, and Brendan Clogger, Voltron Legendary Offender. The show will be produced in a partnership between Cartoon Network and HBO Max.
So, considering it's Cartoon Network, it's probably aiming for an even younger audience than I had guessed. So, probably in the 8 to 13 demo would be my guess. Pickled Alien says, whenever I hear these dudes talk about cup size, I roll my eyes because they have no idea what that means. Cup size is the difference between band measurement and the largest part of the breast. It has nothing to do with the volume. Pyromancer says, I get wanting to make these characters for a new generation all the time, but the cynic in me gets tired of it. Sure. And that's okay. You don't have to like it. You can just be like, oh, another one of these things, and you move on, you know? Like, there have been tons of adaptations of Batman I don't give a shit about, and other characters that I just go, oh, that's a thing? And I move on.
Oh, Jesus. Along with this new Superman series, Warner Media also introduced a new Batman series called Batman the Cape Crusader, which will be produced by Jar Jar Abrahams. The Batman director, Matt Reeves.
Remember all the versions of Scooby-Doo? Yeah, I've not seen the majority of Scooby-Doo.
And Bruce Timm.
Where's Paul Dini?
One image. It's just one image.
I know, which is why it's so embarrassing that you've gone on for so long about this.
but I already want to vomit in my mouth. Look.
You won't believe what happened to me the other day. I went on the internet, and there was an image of a brand new Superman series, and I didn't like the first impression I got. I literally wanted to vomit in my mouth. Like, people make fun of, like, if we look at someone who's, like, not mentally well, like Christine Weston Chandler, right? She freaks out about stuff like Sonic having blue arms, or she doesn't like the upcoming My Little Pony series, and everyone kind of rightfully goes, Christine freaking out about something innocuous again, like, who cares? And Christine kind of has a justification, at least, in that she's, like, not mentally right, you know? Like she's got delusional stuff going on. This guy's just a dick, right? And he's like, they're making a Superman show I don't like. Very, very strange.
I'm not holding out for anything nowadays, you know? I just, when this is the type of, I can almost, words out. Use your words. Use your truth. Use your words. I can just imagine what is being said in this scene. You can just imagine the hyperactive.
She's probably like, Clark, we're gonna investigate the thing. We're gonna investigate LexCorp, or we're gonna look at the thing. We're gonna be the best reporters in Metropolis. And Clark's gonna be like, I don't know, Lois. Are we gonna? And she'll be like, no, Clark, we'll do it. You know, like Superman does.
Lois Lane bouncing around while the two Femi guys just
I don't think Clark looks Femi here, to be entirely honest.
Look on with awe. Just so amazing. Oh my god. Clark, why are you such a klutzies? Oh my god, I'm late for my date with David. Oh my god. Better take the camera in case I get lucky. Know what I mean, Clark? Ah, winky face. Yeah, it's probably gonna go down that wonderful road of just Lois dominating the series, dictating how Superman develops, bestest ever. God, no, no, thank you, but no, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the vid.
Great, so we spent 10 minutes having an adult man tell us why he's not gonna watch a cartoon for children. This has been worth our time.
If you did, please do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And
Jesus Christ, how bad are these comments gonna be? As the husband of a ginger, it really pisses me off when my wife's people are being blackwashed so often. Yikes. Also, again, Lois Lane does not typically have red hair.